As we host the Qatar Men's Basketball National League. I'm Samuel Rico, and with me in the house is co-commentator and expert analyst Anastasios Magoulas. Welcome back to another season. It's nice to have your company again, dear friend.
Safe to say Happy New Year.
Yeah, we can say that, can't we?
The New Year just started. We're already finished with the Cup, and today we're going to have also some exciting games because the league has just started with a very exciting schedule.
Absolutely. If it's your first time watching us tonight, make sure you press that subscribe button so you don't miss any Qatar news, views, and reviews. You can also find us on our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, and our Facebook page. Tasus, this is Game 5 of the first round of the Qatar Men's National Basketball League. KHOR up against SHAMAL. KHOR coming off a loss, while SHAMAL coming off a big win. With all the developments and all the changes at KHOR, I just somehow don't think they'll match SHAMAL tonight. Your view on that?
KHOR is looking much better this year. Coach Mustafa Hafez has chose professionals in a certain way to complement the local guys that he has. The young team, still each one of is the youngest team in the league with Fashad, but with the two professionals that they brought, they have a new, let's say, very positive attitude and very positive look on the court.
So Babu is back for KHOR. He played here previously. How much of a change would that be to the team psychologically?
It's very good it's excellent for them, and not only for KHOR, for national team, because 2 months since now September, Bob Magasa is official member of Qatar national team. So it's the newest member and the last newest member of national team. So for KHOR, it means a lot, this young guy, this high flyer, to be on the court and complement Milan Milosevic, an extremely experienced player, a high IQ player, a big guy that complement each other. One is strong and high IQ, the other is young, restless, and wild, let's say, a little restless. Okay. So I think has the best tandem, as I see right now, for one of the best tandems in the league.
SHAMAL already played one game, a big win they had in their opening match. They're looking very confident, and they look the same team that left the Qatar Basketball League last year when they made the final, but just couldn't get there.
They went a little bit the same way, like always they do. Of course, always their import players are high level, so they bring Willie Warren as point guard, Miliko Bjelica as center, and it's an interesting fight between these, let's say, ex-Yugoslavians fighting for the position 5. It's going to be an exciting match, Samuel.
And with the tee-off already commencing. And there's a three-pointer from Omar Salim. A nice start. And I don't see any confusion, any speed or any urgency in either teams at the beginning so far. I mean, we're only about a minute into the match. Just posing there for Pat Malone for the pictures. It's 3-0 to the SHAMAL club.
Yes, 3-0 for SHAMAL club. No basket this case from Willie Warren.
Willie Warren, he's taking Akraji's place, I take it.
And it's a great story because they played together with Beirut in the Asia Champions Cup 2019.
Wow.
So the one now sub, because Arax, we want to wish him also well. He's in Kuwait, but he got injured, so we wish him speedy recovery. So Willie Warren, his teammate on the backcourt in 2019 in Lebanon, now is the point guard of SHAMAL.
Willie Warren grabs 2 points for his team as the ball ends up down the other end. They're playing down under the rim of SHAMAL's court. And a two-pointer by Milosevic. He's a big man, isn't he? He's got great reach.
And it's you cannot believe that he was playing in Europe, especially the last years in top level in Greek league. He played as position 3. Can you imagine the sizes of the player there? He's a smart player, man, and he's extremely tough. He is somebody you can look up and learn a lot about him, and like Bjelica. He scored the 3 now. 5 points for
so 5-5. The scores drawn at the moment as Warren brings it out. I've just noticed there's a change to the starting lineup.
Miliko
Bjelica is
number
on
17 for SHAMAL.
Bjelica.
Bjelica. Yes. Come on.
Bielisha.
Excellent.
And here he is.
Excellent fast break from Faris. Faris did an unbelievable job, right, bringing the ball up and passing the right moment for Bjelica to finish with the left
With a
hand
nice
layup.
layup from Bielisha. Nice piece of play. 7-5 Al-Shamal. Make that 8-7.
Yes, for KHOR.
8-7. 3 points to Al-KHOR.
Milosevic has scored all 8 points from Al-KHOR.
We apologize to our viewers. Oh, and a nice three-pointer from downtown for Warren, trying to encourage his players to pick up the pace a little bit. We apologize, as I was saying to our viewers, for the lights that we have at the moment. It's not as bright as the Garafa Sports Club. But
as the French say, à la guerre comme à la guerre. We are in the war, we have to go fighting with what we have. So,
and there's Milko with another 2 points. 12-8. Milosevic.
It's SHAMAL versus Milosevic.
Yeah, by the way it's looking at the moment, 12-10.
Yeah. All 10 points from Al-KHOR came from number 8, Milan Milosevic.
And Faris from under the rim, unable to find it.
Bobo played good defense, scared him a little bit that he was going to
put him off. Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely.
Sam, this was not a shot that Coach Mustafa usually allow for Bobo, this three-pointer from 45 degrees, but you see how important is the coaching in life, that he signaled his player that it's okay, you took it, it's not the shot that we want, but okay, let's go to the next play.
I guess Bobo saw there's nobody on him and the opportunity was there for a three-pointer. A hard angle, but you know, he thought he'd take his chances as Newbury pushes his way through with a nice layup underneath the rim. 12-12. Scores a lock one more time. We are in the first quarter of the men's basketball league. Milko, unsuccessful. Newbury pushes it away.
Smart play from Newbury. He saw the experienced Tamara Salem going down, running down to the court. So he put his body in front of him. He had to foul him. No other solution. 2 free throws for Newbury. Al-KHOR is team number 4 in Qatar League. He came with Qatar club. Then he joined SHAMAL. He played with Garafa, and this year is with Al-KHOR. So he knows exactly our league. He knows exactly which are the requirements. It's a very difficult league and has something that no other league in the Middle East, because Lebanon doesn't run right now. In the Gulf area for sure, has very big bodies, this league. It's a European bodies league, as we say. Maybe not with the quickness, but we have tall people here.
Avdic goes himself. Unsuccessful out of bounds. Score remains at 13-12. Al-KHOR, they have the lead. From the free shot of Newbury. Newbury now pushes his way in. Looks for the number 13, Ali Muhammad. Comes away to Omar, to Milko. 15-13. Ali Muhammad. Ali Muhammad was the captain last year. Same story this year.
Same story this year.
Same story this year.
Player. He has established his presence in the league, so he deserves it also. As we said, Sam, this is a very young KHOR team, and Ali, age 27, he's the most experienced local guy.
Yeah. And he's a good leader. He showed some good leadership skills last year, and tonight he's portraying the same image, carrying that on as Avdic.
It's very interesting that SHAMAL is trying to pick up the pace, to try to run a little bit more. They play without Emir Mukic, the starting center. So I do not know. They have bench, but it's not the same options as with Emir on the court. So Coach Hassan, and experienced with 2 titles and too many victories in the league, I think he knows why this team start to go running, and then they will adjust their pace to the requirements of the game.
To pick it up as the game moves forward.
Correct.
16-15. Newbury. Al-Buhari. Al-Buhari. Oh, and it sinks finally in.
This is for Bobo. This shot, it's exactly what they want from him. The mid-range from 5 meters shot. An excellent defense time.
17-16. Al-Khor take the lead one more time. Bobo loses the ball. Oh, I did call Al-Buhari instead of Bobo, didn't I?
Yeah, it's okay. But I corrected, so it can happen because we are in a different position. We are not.
I'm telling you what, it's not only the viewers are suffering with the light. I'm suffering here from the light.
It's okay.
And, we've got a new studio, a new location, new venue this year.
And the position is different. The position, so we need
the angle, yeah, the angles are different. You've got a better angle there than I have. So Salem looking to extend the lead up by 1 point for
17-17.
Al-Shamal, and he does 18-17.
Very well. You see, Hawkeyes.
Oh, guys, I'm trying to bend over behind the post there. Hamad Ali to Bobo.
There is a sub for Shamal with number 12 entering the court. Ahmed
Yusuf.
Ahmed Yusuf, yes. Al Yusuf.
So number 12 is on.
Last year he was with Al-Khor. This year he got transferred to Shamal to extend their bench. This is what Coach Hassan always wants to have because he plays a fast-paced game. He wants to have options from the bench to give some time to rest for the starters. This is the point number 13 for
Milosevic.
Milosevic, yes.
13 from 18. Unsuccessful with the second free shot as Warren brings it out. He did find Yusuf for the replacement, and Omar from out wide, unsuccessful. Again, there's a nice hustle, the number 12, Ahmed Yusuf. As Warren picks up the ball, pops it up for Bobo, back to Warren. Oh, a nice piece of play, but unsuccessful in the end, but very nice to watch them leaping up in the air under the rim.
Unbelievable defense from Willie Warren where he jumped. He saw that Newbury wanted this lob to Bobo Magasa, who's a high flyer, as we said, and he jumped equally high to disrupt this pass and obtain good steal from for Shamal.
So Yusuf now.
The zone defense of Al-Khor, it's a trademark.
Yusuf to Hamid. Hamid finds the very tall Milka.
He's 2 meters 10. Milosevic is 2 meters 8. I told you the heights are no country. I think in the Gulf area
have this height.
The league has these heights. Even the professionals are coming. One like a point guard, the other is going to be a big guy. You have local big guys. It's this is some of idiosyncrasy of our league. That it's the heights. That's why it makes it very difficult to play.
That's a big difference as Milko sinks one of his first free shots. Big difference, isn't it, when you got the height advantage?
True.
19-18. Milko to make it 20. It's there.
Sub for Al-Khor. Also, number 9, Alik Al-Khouari. He did a very good job against Al-Sad.
So it's Newbury to Milosevic. Milosevic back to Al-Buhari. Newbury. Bobo. Turns and spins under the rim. Good defense from Milko. And it's come away with Warren. Warren had
two extremely experienced plays from Milik, from Bjelica, and from Warren. The defense and the offense, how quickly and how focused they did what they wanted to do against the more inexperienced.
I guess they saw nobody home really in defense. A quick pass to Warren, saw that he can probably do it himself, and he did.
On the player, he makes some space. Easy. This is a foul of the defense for Faris Avdis, I think. Yes.
Just having a look over there to the VIP area. We've got Dr. Toltani there and sitting with Mr. Ibrahim and Mr. Maliki, who are on the QBF board, but also Mr. Maliki happens to be the Secretary General of the Basketball Federation. In the far distance behind them, we see Mohammed Blake. Big cheerio to Mohammed Blake and Pat Malone, doing a wonderful job behind the scenes. As the score is narrowed, 20 plays at 22, Al-Shamal leading. Warren. Milka.
This is excellent play from SHAMAL, excellent reading of the defense. There was a mismatch between 23, which is Ahmed Al-Bukhari, and Bjelica. Immediately they send the ball inside. Yep. Easy basket for the 2 meters.
Milka, all he had to do was just put his hand up, didn't he?
And we need to say it's a good job now for Coach Hafez, because he tries to give some breathe to his team. That's why he brought two bench players. He wants the team to be as fresh as possible to continue to play the defense. But this is what takes advantage now. It's like you give something, I'm going to lose something, this for sure.
25-20. A shot by the number 9, Al-Kawari, for Al-KHOR, unsuccessful. Here's Ahmad. Ahmad Yusuf, he finds Milko to Avdic Faris.
Another good defense from Bobo Magasa inside. This is what SHAMAL tries to do. They make a triangle, the pass inside, so there is a one-on-one situation. And good defense from Bobo Magasa this time.
And in and out.
No basket.
And in and out by Kawari. It was very nice to watch, but unfortunately no basket.
So it was in, but it was out.
Yeah. It was
so it is
in but out. Yeah.
Excellent first quarter, high paced as we expected. SHAMAL is up by 5 points. They took advantage of more options that they have on offense, especially with Willie Warren trying to score a little bit more at the second half of the first quarter. Al-KHOR started excellent with giving the ball to Milosevic, giving him exactly what he needs. But they will need Jeff Newberry to pick up and score some more points, because SHAMAL defense will collapse on Milosevic. They have the abilities, they can do it. But so far it's an exciting game, exactly as we expected it. From both teams.
Both coaches are playing the strategic plan that they've been practicing during the week. Nobody taking high risks or pushing to the limit as yet. There's no desperation from any teams.
Exactly.
It's just fundamental, basic basketball.
Exactly like this. And you see, for example, the scoring from SHAMAL. They have Bjelica 12 points, 7 with Warren, which is split between them two. But Faris Avdic also had his piece of offensive game, like passing or trying this one-on-one. It just didn't happen. Passing happened because he's an excellent passer, but he didn't score. So also Omar Salem or Amar, as we know, can give some points. At the end, it's how you prepare the team. Both teams are excellent prepared for two very good coaches. And we will see how it goes. So far, we have to say that the experience of SHAMAL paid off in the last 2-3 minutes.
Absolutely. And it's the last couple of minutes in each quarter that really matters in the end, unless the team manages to run away with the points earlier on. After the first quarter, it's 25 Al-Shamal. They lead 20. Welcome wherever you may be watching us around the world. I am Samuel Rico, and with me in the house is expert analyst and co-commentator Anastasios Margoulos. Make sure that you check us out on all our social media platforms. Instagram, you can find us on Twitter, you can find us on Facebook, and you can, of course, find us here on our YouTube channel. Join us. I think we're on 4 days a week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah. Same time every week, 2 matches. Speaking of 2 matches, we've got a match straight after this between Al Rayyan and Al Gharafa. That should be a super match.
This is an excellent game.
Make sure you don't go anywhere and you join us for that.
And this is also another part of the difficulty of our league. It's not only the height or the strong players; it's the schedule that it's the most European you can find in
the Middle East.
With 2 games per week for each team.
I remember speaking to a couple of players last year, and they all complained of the same thing. Their schedule is so tough. As Warren, tough or not? Newbury, flying high for the Al Khor team. 25-24. Faris hits the rim.
Faris has done everything correct, everything by his knowledge. He's the spine, the heart and soul of this team. He just cannot make a basket, but this will change, I think, very soon. But so far, he has this issue. Unbelievable defense from Newbury. On Warren. Newbury is also a high flyer.
Newbury is performing well. Warren on the other team is doing exceptionally well. As some changes come on, the captain Muhammad Ali is back on for Al Khor. He replaces the very energetic Kawari.
And excellent move from coach Hassan Hossad, because he see Faris cannot make a basket in easy cases that he prepared for himself, so he wants him to rest, clear his mind and refresh a little bit his body, and he will come back in no time. He wants him now to regroup himself, to come back and make the plays that he always makes.
So Milko to Yusuf. Yusuf back to Milko. Milko from downtown. Hits the rim and bounces away into the hands of Salim. He uses the back glass and makes it look so easy.
Play from start from Yusuf. He found the open in Bielica. And the offensive rebound from Mara Salem, because he knows how to take position.
So another change expected to come on for the Al-Shamal team. Yusuf is off. Abdul Qusar, one of my favorite players. Hey? You were telling me some very good stories about him and his brother.
He's a Zig, he's a legend, and in his own right, he has made a good name for himself, much like his brother Zig, who is a legend in Qatar basketball. Part of all the success.
I remember, I forget which match it was last year, Abdul Qusar was smashing the 3-pointers in. He was an expert. He showed us why his name still exists today. 29-24 as Shamal, they extend the lead as Newbury brings it out for Al Khor. Newbury. A jump shot, hits the rim, bounces away into the hands of Muhammad Ali. Back to Milosevic. Threatened to bounce out, but it went back in. I think it got scared from his height.
This is the first points from Milosevic after 8 minutes, because SHAMAL, as we predicted, collapsed on him, and this didn't give him the chance to score more points than like the start.
So Warren, again, 3 points, 32, plays at 26. Newbury. Milosevic loses the ball into the hands of Salem. Salem now. Oh. And he's been pinched for.
This is, if you have a high-level coach like coach of SHAMAL, Coach Hassan, he can even scream to the most experienced player in Doha, Mara Salem, because he did something that he shouldn't do. bringing the ball, dribbling from his back court to the front court, and this is unacceptable.
Right.
And that's why. But if you have an experienced coach, he will yell even to him. There is no distinction if you are a young player or an older guy. He did it. That's why I like this what he did. But this is part of Shamal's success because players respect the coach and coach respect the players. He knows when he will make them accountable. He knows when they have to go back.
Absolutely. A veteran player of the Doha circuit, Salam. He's been around as long as I can remember. I've been here 10 years, 11 years now.
He's been around like 20. Wait, I have it. 22 years.
22 years. Yeah. Well, before I even thought about coming here.
Zig, as we said his name before, and hats off to him and to players like Irfan Ali Said of Wakra, Khalid Suleiman Abdi from Ahri, and Papis always, and all these people. And other players like Yassin Musa, Mohammed Salim, Alex Salim, all these legends, they built very good administration and coaches. They build the culture of basketball in Doha.
Absolutely. And under their belt, we won a couple of World Cups in 3-on-3 basketball.
We have the World Cup of 2014, men's category. In 2016, we have the World Cup of under 18. One player is coming in the next game, Nedim Muslic of this 4 players, and Obama Gas on the court. He has won this year, 2016, the under-18 Asia Cup Championship, golden medal. So a lot of things are...
A lot of basketball history here for Qatar.
It's an amazing accomplishment for a country that doesn't have this number of people to produce titles, bring excellent players to fight. Hopefully Bobo Magasa will be one of them, of the legends. Now he's very young, he's only 21.
21, he seems like he's been around forever.
He played also from 16 years old. Al-Khor and Coach Mustafa give him the last 2-3 years good chance to prove himself, and he trusts him. This is good. This is excellent work.
Ahmed to Qusair to Salem. 3 of the veterans swapping hands there. Newbury pushes his way through. I like the confidence that he has, this young man. To his captain. Too long. Couldn't be assisted. Milosevic comes up with the ball somehow, and he lobs it in. 32-28.
He is a tank.
He is a tank.
A leopard tank. And we saw Mohamed Naif. Good always to see him for Al-Khor. He played in this game.
Nice, easy 3-pointer there from the number 1, Omar Hamid for Al-Shamal. Extends the lead 35-28. So Milosevic, what's his history? How did he become to be part of the Al-Khor team this year?
Al-Khor, as I told you, this year coach Mustafa Hafez wanted to choose players with a long European experience.
Right.
The last 5 years, Milan Milosevic was playing in Greece with AEK and Aris. Means 2 of the most important teams in the history of Greek basketball and in Europe also. So this is good CV to bring him. He is 35, but he can play because he's a top professional. You see his body, he's like 0 fat, almost strong. So he can play 40 minutes, he can be effective, he's a team player. So this is a very good choice from coach Mustafa Hafez, bringing such an experienced player to teach also Bobo and provide points and rebounds.
Because most other clubs are looking for American or
culture has changed.
Canadian players.
But culture has changed in the last, I think, 2-3 years. Seeing the success they had players from Europe, like last year with Kostas and Kostas Vassiliadis and Fotis, in the Greek players in Al Sadd. And in the past, we saw some Serbian players also playing here. And now the coaches expand their horizons. They want to look who is the best available. And Europe is coming very. You see, Aragis, he was Lebanese. How different they make. So they try to find the best players to fix the team, not just have somebody who has an American passport.
Oh, what a great support roll there by Bobo. Making sure it sinks in. It was probably going in. but he made sure of it.
He made sure of it.
I think he hammered that one. 35, that plays 32. It's all Al Khor in the last 10 minutes. Warren trying to change that equation, and he does. 37, using the glass. Plays that 32. Al-Shamal.
Excellent play from Willie Warren.
He needed that.
He read the defense of Bobo and he anticipated and he moved well.
Warren with a wild shot, not quite there as, Newbury. Warren brings it back out. He links up with Kusar, and Kusar makes sure of it. Kusar reminds me of those tennis players that wear the headband, the white headbands around their heads.
Who?
Kusar.
Headband, tennis players, you mean?
Yeah.
Bjorn Borg, like
yeah,
this.
do you remember that? And
now Tsitsipas also is wearing the Greek one.
Yeah, they're all. That was it was a tennis thing. It was a tennis tradition.
Yeah, it started. Like
we had what's the name? Populus from Australia. He was a Greek Australian.
Kyrgios, or not? The Scud.
Scud, yeah.
Sampras is American, Greek American. What's the? I forgot the name. Yeah, you're right. The Nick Kyrgios now, it's the new Australian American.
Yeah.
The previous one. What's his name? His nickname was the Scud, but I don't remember.
Scud.
Scud, yes.
Because of his serving talent.
Yeah. We have to find it, man. Wow, we are getting old. I cannot remember it.
So if you've just joined us, it's Al-Shamal. They lead at 39-32. We're coming to you live from the Basketball Federation. A new location this year for the league. Shamal, of course, playing in their traditional red and white, running from left to right. Al Khor playing in...
Mark Philippoussis.
Mark Philippoussis, absolutely correct. Yeah.
Mark Philippoussis.
And Al Khor in blue and white, running from right to left. You are watching, we are almost towards the end of the second period. Newbury for Al Khor. Milosevic. Back to Bobo. Bobo face to face with Omar. Hamid. Goes himself. Yeah, why not? I can do it. And he did.
This is the encouragement that came from the coaching staff.
Warren comes back with a reply. Oh, kaboom. That's the best way to reply to something like Bobo's shot. Hamid Ali dribbles, pumps it off to Warren. $17 is on for Mohamed Naif. 17.
We can say hi to Costas. He says hi. He watches us from Spain.
We miss Costas. Costas,
I don't believe he missed us. You know, Costas as
he's having too much
a
legendary
player. You know, he's now signed in Spain in one of the top 5 teams. So you understand that Doha can send the player back.
Absolutely, yeah. We wish him all the best over there. I'm sure he's doing fine. He was one of the most talented players we saw here. What we call him, a 3-on-3 when he was doing the shootout, we called him the sniper.
The sniper.
A big hi to the sniper.
And I think one of the best CVs as a player that ever played in Doha.
You never know. We might see him back here as a coach.
You never know. Or a player, you know, still he's only 37. If he can play in the Spanish league right now, the most demanding league after NBA, okay, maybe he can come back after some time.
For sure. For sure. I think any club would love to have him as part of their team.
Correct.
As that Milosevic narrows the score a bit. 42 plays at 36. It's Warren. From Salem to Warren. Warren across field, that pass to Milker. And a long court pass to Bobo. Nobody marking him. And he swings from limb to limb. 42-38. Warren again brings it out for Al-Shamal. Finds Milko. Milko looking for support. Nobody home. Will do it himself. Yes, he does. 44-38. Bobo. Newbury. Back to Bobo. A handover to Newbury. Lozovic. A right-hander over to Nath. And he makes sure of it from downtown. At 44, plays up 41. 3-point difference. Warren. A push pass to Yusuf. Yusuf finds Salem to Milko. Back into the hands of Salem. Again, back to Milko on the run. 46 plays 41. A great piece of play there by Shamal. Very nice to watch. Warren. Milosevic. Between the legs. Finds Nath again. Oh, and it bounces away. Qatar. Safe hand. He finds Milko. Milko slows the game down a bit. Picks up Warren. Warren now. Looking for the opportunities. Oh, he loses the ball. Newbury picks it up. Newbury's got nobody there. Unsuccessful. Picked up by Nath. Nath, he's lost it to Qatar. Qatar's on the ground. Oh, it's all happening on center court here at the QBF. Tassos.
This is our league. The hustle play is unbelievable. This is what Abdul Qadir Kosar makes his name. Right? He's a hustle. He will hustle every possession. He will fight for everything. He will give you heart and soul what he has on the court.
Hamad Ali. Back to Bobo. Jump shot. Too hard. Into the hands of Warren. A side pass at no look to Salem. Knocked out.
And the basket counts by signal, I think, from one of our referees, Khalid Al-Hababi. I think they will review it, but Khalid was sure that the basket count because Bobo blocked the ball after the ball hit the backboard. So you cannot do this. And
definitely an
but depends
infringement
on
there.
if it is on time. There are a lot of variables that the referee will check with Peter Sudek there on the instant replay.
46 plays 41. You didn't tell me there's a scoreboard right in front of us here. I'm struggling behind the post over here.
So looking straight there, you didn't watch this?
No.
No.
I'm looking over here where all the colors are.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you were moving
Yeah,
left and
that's what
right.
I'm doing.
Yeah, I thought that was like some uncomfortable chair, but no, it's come on. An exciting game so far.
So very
Exactly
exciting. It's half-time, incidentally, 48-41. Al-Khor have managed to stay within the reach of the final result. But the second half is always tells a different story.
And so far what we saw is that Shamal is taking advantage of the last 2 minutes of each quarter. They made a lead. They created a lead in the first quarter and a close game. They made it a 7-point difference, still a close game, at the end of the second quarter. So this is Shamal experience. They know how to handle how to close the quarters, which is very important always. So,
absolutely, they're putting on their strength. That's a couple of minutes out from the the end of each quarter. So far has been very effective. I mean, they were down to almost 3 points of difference at one stage at 44-41. They now lead at halftime by 7 points, 48-41. Let's talk about the Qatar Cup for a bit here while we've got the break. The Qatar Cup, we saw again the same routine we saw last year. Al Wakra, they lost. They beat Gharafa.
They lost to
Gharafa. And then
they had a big surprise of Al Ahly. We had this year's cup, the Final Four. We had the three, let's say, regulars, which is Wakra, Gharafa, and Arabi. And we had the big surprise coming from Ahly, which is the first time, I think, in 16, 18 years. I think it's like 16, 20 years, maybe 20, they reached a semi-final. So which is something huge for
they are the big improvers of the season.
Yes, because this is the program they built the last 2-3 years, and they continue with a new coach, high-level coach. They continue to produce the young players with experienced professionals, imports, and they reached the semi-final, and they fought with Arabi to the last second. Arabi won with the experience and the knowledge how to win games. Exactly what happened also in the final, which was a great final. We need to mention always that Gharafa is playing without Abdurrahman Saad, which is one of the best players in Asia, not only in Doha.
Absolutely.
So, but still, the system of Coach Kusai is working, and they were going to fight, and they fought till the last second. It was a question who's going to make the big shot. Mustafa Lassin changed the story. The ex-captain of Al-Khor changed the story for Arabi. Not changed, continue the story for Arabi, help them win, because last year they lost to Gharafa. And Arabi won the first cup. Coach Hatem has done one more excellent team.
It was a magnificent final to watch and to call and play and to be part of it one more time. Speaking to Kusai, Coach Kusai of Gharafa before the match, I said there's a rumor going on about that Al Arabi are going to dethrone Al Gharafa from their dominance, and he said. And I said to him, I don't start rumors, you know that. And he said to me, nobody will dethrone anybody, but if they're willing to have a go, give me a go. Does this loss to Gharafa signify, and the injuries that they have at the moment, signify that yes, Gharafa can be beaten this season?
Can be beaten this season.
Is their dominance?
They are still the team to beat. Even without Abdurrahman Saad, they're still the team that you have to beat to win.
Well, they have to, because we're talking about them.
Yes.
So
anyhow, they are the reigning champions.
Yeah.
So you have to beat them. Yeah. At any place. What they show in the Qatar Cup is that they deserve to be the team to beat. Still, even they beat Wakra, which for me it's one excellent team with so much experience. They were ready. They played already in the Arab Cup. And this sent a message to everybody that we are still here. We are still alive. We won the three-peat last year.
The triple, yeah.
And we're waiting our captain to come back. Abdurrahman Saad, inshallah, as they say, will come back in middle January, end of January, February, like this. So he will be present, because we need to explain to our viewers that the league will stop at the end of the first round for 1 month to support the national team.
Which will be towards the
14th
end of
December will be the last game, and the league will recap after I think 20th of January.
So, to memory, I think the league has 36 matches, so we'll play 16 matches.
The league has 18 matches per team.
So we will play.
We're going to go until 14th of December, which is the end of the first round. Break for 1 month. Teams coming back 1 month to finish the second round and the playoffs and the final. So.
So let's explain to the viewers, and you can explain it best. The league itself. Each team plays the other team how many times?
8 times.
8 times.
8 times you play no. Each team has to play at the end. We are 9 teams. They're going to play 16 games.
Each team will play 16 games. That's in the first and the second part of the league.
Correct. It's a round-robin system. You play. Everybody plays with everybody. Home and away. We don't have home and away in the strict notion, because we play in the same.
As such, yep.
So everybody plays everybody. Top 4 teams continue to the final 4, 1-4, 2-3, the 2 pairs, and the final.
Very good. Okay. Then.
And then, because we have cup, the plan to end everything by the 31st of March.
So we'll enter into the Emir Cup, because the Emir Cup generally is later in the year. It's played
this is going to be on March.
In March, it's going to be.
And, and this is the end of the season, because as we know, the country prepares for the World Cup in the summer. So all federations try to end their activities a little earlier this year. Right. So give more time to the country a bit to prepare, to provide the resources in test events and other things. Anyhow, our league will be fully completed by end of March.
Do we have any new contracts with FIBA for the 3-on-3?
No, no. We will know end of the year. End of December, I think we will announce exactly what will happen with the 3x3 or whatever. We'll have to run. Most probably there will be some things, but we will know at the end of December.
Very good. So plenty of basketball news, views, and reviews right here on the QBF channel, QBF live stream channel. Make sure you tune into us. We come to you live every Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday from 5:30 p.m. until 9:30, 10 p.m. You'll get to see 2 matches. So if you need to know who is playing, when they are playing, and the tables, you can find them all on the Facebook, the QBF Facebook, or our own website, www.qbf.qatarbasketball.com. Very easy to find. So you just put in Qatar Basketball.
Qatarbasketball.qa. Come on, you're always fixing it. Qatarbasketball.qa. And this is going to be, you're going to find our website on the top of the screen of the web page. You're going to see the games that are running right now. So you can click and view the whole statistics sheet and the play-by-play and everything.
And Muhammad Blake and Pat Malone, they operate a wonderful Instagram page. They post the results every night after each match, and they've got some Pat Malone. He offers some nice pictures and action of the game. So if you like to see some of those images, we're working on trying to get a video that we can post from each match, but that will be in the coming period, I guess. Just at the time, Pat Malone and Blake are super busy behind the scenes doing nothing.
No, he's super busy.
No, they do a wonderful job. But Pat Malone, I have to tell you, like, he is the busiest man doing nothing.
He's doing everything.
He's doing everything.
Muhammad Blake.
Muhammad Blake is doing everything. Pat Malone, he just looks busy.
He's the mailman, like Karl Malone.
He's the runner. So we got the team Al-Shamal are warming up during this halftime break as they lead by 7 points, 48-41. Our next match, Gharafa and Al Rayyan. Al Rayyan also have improved a little bit,
they look much
notch up from last year. They started to improve towards the end of the season last year when they got the they got the new import.
And this year they have they continue with Tavario Nix, and they have a very good point guard as a import player. Only they're a little bit of bad luck because Miho will not play today, so they're missing a key element for them inside. But still, it's a new system. They look very good. They're looking so far very good, and I think they will be very competitive against this.
They did suffer a loss in the earlier match to Al-Shamal, and it was a convincing loss, 98-76. But the scoreboard does certainly not reflect the game itself.
It was the last 5 minutes that Shamal had the chance to make some strong plays and extend the difference, like make it from 5 points 10, make it 10, 15, and then it was garbage time, like putting the younger players to play a little bit, to take some time. So I think this is what happened.
So we got all of the clubs have played one match except for Al Gharafa. They'll play the first match. Al Rayyan will be playing their second match. Shamal are playing their second match now. Al playing their second match. So the table looks like this. Al Arabi has lost their first match. Al Gharafa haven't played yet. Al Waqra 1-1. They've had 1 win from 1 match. Al Sad again continuing with the good performance that they finished off last year. They had some bad luck in the Qatar Cup. You know, they had some decisions didn't go their way, or some shots that shouldn't have been fired were fired, and they found themselves out of the Qatar Cup very early.
Can happen. It's start of the season. You have some injuries. Some import players are not adjusted to your system. You have a lot of things going on. You know, it's very. That's why, you know, when you start with a cup, it's as we say, it's sudden death. I mean, you need to be very well prepared. This is exactly what, for example, Ahli did, what Arabi did. They were very well prepared. New teams, Arabi changed a lot of their team, so they prepared themselves very well for this, and they came and played immediately. I mean, the other teams, they needed more time, which is normal also. We cannot blame anybody.
Bounced back, but they bounced back really well in the first, in the opening match against Al-Khor.
You will see them in no time. You will see them in no time. But you know, always, like for example, Al-Sad, when you have a system that worked and was extremely successful, now you have to change it. Yes, to new, because in the local starters you have 2 new imports, which is different setup. You know, it's like you set up a car. When you change a part of the machinery of the machine, you need to adjust to see what's going on, how you can do it. It will take some time for them because they have a system. Coach Bratsiakos has a system that we know it works. We saw it work. So they need more time this year. Plus, they have also a problem that they expected Abdulrahim Abu Issa to be present, which is an excellent player, high level for the league. But he got injured prior to the start of the cup, and he will miss the season. So they're missing one important element.
I noticed this season has more injuries than previous seasons. Is it because they had the time out during COVID and players weren't ready, weren't prepared, weren't warmed up? I mean, what is it?
No, it's things that experts say that injuries happen in the summer. How you prepare yourself or how you push yourself during your vacation. So I think this is a little part of with the COVID situation. Usually our players, when they go either vacation outside or stay here, they used to train a bit out there. Now they couldn't do it. So they missed approximately 1 month and a half due to COVID restriction everywhere. So they came back and they have to push themselves. And when you push yourself when you're not ready, big things happen.
Very good. So now we get on to some serious business between you and me. 9 clubs again participating. I want you to pick the top 4 clubs of the league.
Wait, did you bring my fence?
There's a rail sound.
It's okay. I can tell you the top 9 teams of the league.
Yeah. No, top 9 teams?
Yes.
Come on.
I will never, no chance.
I can give you
And
one.
to be honest, there are, this year also, you explained about injuries, too many variables that can affect the play and how you can predict something that has so many variables. You have 1 month break also where things can change immediately. The team can bring find the players, some better import players or injured players, some coming back. You never know. So that's why you can. So far, we know that. Let's say the blue chips of the league are continue to be the same. The 6 teams that finished, the first 5 teams of last year, I think there's still teams to beat. But what you can say, Qatar has a new coach who is a good coach. He can bring a new system. Ahli already they proved themselves.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Top 5 of last year goes top 6 because Ahli finished 8th last year. They were over only Rayan. So Rayan, you can say that Rayan will not be in the second round when Miho comes. Miho Harasic will return. Will not be a very good team. They will be a very good team. So it's the balance. That's why it's very important how you're entering, how prepared you're entering.
So speaking of change, we've changed our playing court. Last year we were playing at the Rafa Sports Club. Now we're playing at the QBF. Are there any changes soon to where we'll be playing, or are we here for the whole season?
This is from the organizing committee. They will tell us soon if there are some news to change, or we'll stay here in this magnificent facility. But it's a facility that is for the national teams. We need to explain to our viewers. This is the facility for the national teams, for all national teams. Has all the equipment for sure. To host
it's got
official
a nice
games.
setting, you know. I mean, it's different to go Rafa. I mean, you're up against the action.
It's more cozy.
Yeah, you're up against. It's like NBA. You're sitting 2-3 meters away from the action.
Yeah, it's a little bit more cozy, but we will see. Depends on. We'll see. We have news, I think, soon enough.
You know some news? I'm sure you got some inside news.
Yeah, but I cannot say.
You cannot share. Is it positive or negative? That's all I want.
I cannot say it.
The fence.
My fence.
You are the professional fence.
Yeah, of course.
Next week I'm going to bring you a
fence. Is a sofa for me. You know?
Welcome back, wherever you may be joining us from, as we continue to host the men's basketball league over here, coming to you live from the Qatar Basketball Federation between Al-Shamal and Club Al-KHOR. Al-Shamal currently leading by 7 points, 48-41. Samuel Rika with you in the house, and of course I don't want to say my co-commentator, because he is a professional commentator and analyst.
Used to be. This is old times.
Old times. He's still
with the
doing
dinosaurs.
it.
You know, I'm extinct.
Tasus Mogulas. Let's go back to the games and statistics. What do you have for us here? How do you see the next half panning out?
I think it's gonna be a fight. we can say we can determine the winner, I believe, at the end of the third quarter, because right now it's a small difference between the teams, and KHOR is playing always good in the third quarter. The games we saw them all this year in the Qatar Cup, in the league, they are excellent this quarter. So they will determine everything. This quarter will determine everything.
So again, Tassos electing to sit on the fence without giving any decisive decisions, as Al-Khor come on the attack through Newbury. Newbury back to Bobo. Bobo shakes the first time, second time he makes sure it's there, and he gets a clap from his bench, and rightly so. 48-43. You must remind me there's a scoreboard over there. I'm breaking my neck looking over behind you.
Straight.
Yeah, just keep reminding me there. 9:21 gone in the third quarter. Shamal bring it to Faris. Faris to Hamad. Hamad to the number 17, Milko. Milko tries to push his way back to Hamad.
This was bad communication on the court because the time expired, and his teammates should have informed him that the time is closed. So it was a bad communication on the court. Somebody should warn Omar. He stepped on the line. This is what the referee saw.
So Milosevic steps out on the line. Referee calls him back. Now it's in the hands of Al-Shamal through their number 8, Warren. Warren finds Hamad. Hamad to Ferris. Ferris back to Warren. Back to Ferris. Quick hands there to
Omar.
Omar, couldn't see him there behind the coaches. And a nice three-pointer from downtown for Omar. He's another player with a great reputation.
Yes, but more of as a defensive specialist.
Hamad Ali for a three-pointer, unsuccessful for Al-Khor as Warren takes it out. Warren does it all himself.
Excellent play.
A nice layup. Kept the defense busy, not knowing what he's doing. He knew. 53 plays at 43, 10-point difference. It's all Al-Khor in the opening stanza of the third quarter. As Newbury dummies finds Muhammad Ali at wide, too strong with his shot. Comes back to Warren. Warren taking on the number 17 for Al-Khor, Naif. A shot from Salem dances away into the hands of Milosevic. Milosevic is a big man, pushing his way through. And he gets rewarded for his actions. Al-Khor to receive the ball through their number 23, Al-Buhari. What's the story of Al-Buhari?
This is a player that returned this year on the courts.
And a nice three-pointer from downtown for 55, Newbury. Yeah, so tell me about
this is what, an experienced player that was inserted to the team of Al-Khor during September, because he was ready, because he had, our players have always, most of the local players have work to do there in positions, high positions. So now that he found the time to be dedicated, this is what Coach Mustafa told us in practice. He said, guys, I'm coming. And he's a good player. He can help them a lot. He helped them already with...
How old is Al-Buhari?
He's 29 years old.
29, still got many years ahead of him in basketball. There's a three-pointer that bounces away by Al-Buhari. He had the right height, had the right dimensions. It's just unlucky. Pushed away. Ferris to Warren. Warren, straight up the middle. Pushed out to Hamad. Hamad, too long. Milosevic brings it back out. He's got Newbury behind him. Finds him. Newbury now. Slows things down. A dribble, an overhead pass to Buhari. Buhari, he finds the number 17. Finds a three-pointer. That's maybe 3 or 4 three-pointers for Naif tonight.
He has, for Naif, his second basket.
Milko.
He has 6 points.
55 plays at 49.
But it's now a big turnaround for the game. It is an unsportsmanlike foul on number 8, Willie Warren, which means 2 free throws for Al Khor, and they can make the basket after, which they can make us. If they take the best out of this, it's a 6-point deficit. They can cut it even to 1 if they make like the 2 free throws and then a 3-pointer. These breaks are changing the game. It's
game changes.
It's because Al Khor is coming back with a 3-pointer from Naif and with Newberry. Now, if Newberry will make the free throws and then they score, they cut an 11-point deficit to 2 in a matter of 2 minutes. So it's huge.
So Newberry for his second free throw. It's there. 55 plays at 51. And an opportunity for Al Khor by maintaining the position. Back to Newberry. Newberry to Milosevic. Milosevic with a turn and twist. Nice layup in the end. And right you are, Tassus. 55 plays 53. And from a downtown shot by the number 8 Warren, unsuccessful. So the score remains 55-53. A pass deflected by Milko coming out from Warren's hands.
And as we said, Al Khor is coming back. It's third quarter. It's their quarter always. They're coming back with behind 22 points from Milosevic and 13 from Bobo Magasa.
Milko again trying to scrum his way through like a rugby player. And again, he's been rewarded.
Yes, because he attacked them quickly, so the defense was not set.
I mean, being so tall, it must be hard to bend or to dribble low like some of these players do. And so
but
quick.
They are so good players, so fundamentally sound that yes, they can.
Milosevic shakes, instead gives to Naif. Naif fires the rim. It's there.
And he's bringing Khor back. Mohamed Naif, he didn't play in the previous game. He play now 3 out of 4 3-pointers.
Al Khor have finally taken the lead in a very long time. 56 plays at 55 in the third quarter. 5:10, 5:35, sorry, left on the clock.
One thing that Al Khor took advantage is that Shamal defense, as we said, they're checking always on Milan Milosevic. So they move the ball around, they move it on the corners, they move it on the outside fringes, the 3-point line, and they had some open threes, and they make them. And this is the outcome.
And Naif has proven a weapon on the court tonight.
He is a game changer. Also with Bobo, he's 13 points. 13 points from Bobo, 9 from Naif. It produces 21 points, which is great. This is what is the plan for Al Khor. They want to take points from their younger players or the local players.
(56-56). Warren with a point from a, you call it free throw or free shot?
Free throw.
Isn't it the same thing?
No.
Why?
Because a shot can happen everywhere on the court. The free throw is designated as a reward when you get a foul. So you go to designated place and you are free to throw the ball to the basket.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So
no, on the, you need to step on this line and behind this line and shoot the ball.
So it's a free shot.
It's a free throw. Because a free shot, you can shoot it from everywhere.
Right.
So free shots is from Milosevic right now. He's scoring from every place. So he's
Ferris up high. Thank you, ma'am. Gives his team the lead, 59-58. And there's Ferris, the ever safe as a bank player.
He will have a very good second.
Newberry snatches it away.
Another good break for Al Khor, because it's not only the basket, there is a defensive foul. It means that they'll keep in the possession, they have a chance to score 2 or 3 more points.
And they've taken the lead one more time. 60 plays 59. And another warning to the coach of Al-Khor. He's very emotional.
Yes, his coaching style is highly emotional, which reflects on the team play. They play with in high pace, high octane team. They play emotional basketball, as they say, and it works. This is for Coach Mustafa Hafez of Al-Khor, what we are speaking about.
Of course, Mustafa Hafez pushed his young team last year to the brink to see what he can get out of them. He looks a bit more hopeful this year with his team. We wish him all the best.
Yes.
He's a great coach. He has a lot of knowledge and
he's a young coach also.
And
yeah,
very useful.
So,
and he's got a young side, and they'll grow together. Milosevic from downtown hits the rim, bounces it away into the hands of Hamad to Ferris. Ferris uses his shoulder to barge through. A nice layup.
The shots that we remember what we said. He couldn't make these easy shots that he created in the first half. He makes them all in the second because this is how focused he can be. He changed
the pace.
He changed his pace and he got
and
more
focus.
And he's coming back.
61-60. How is his back, by the way? I know last year he was injured.
He's in excellent shape. He worked hard in the summer. He is in great shape.
I mean, he looks great.
And he's great.
So hopefully that the back injury is way gone.
It's the biggest problem for a basketball player. Okay, the injuries, we know them. Yeah. But back is, as we say, the silent killer because you cannot even control them, or in an MRI, sometimes you cannot see them. And we're speaking about big people, 2 meters from 2 meters 10. This is the problem for Emir Mukic right now with his back. Hopefully soon he will be back with a healed back.
Wish all the players, all around the world, wherever they may be, but in particular our country here, Qatar, we wish all the players a quick recovery, and hopefully they can put their injuries behind them very soon and start playing and doing what they do best, and that is play basketball like this man here, the number 17 at Milko. I only say his name because I can't pronounce his surname for all those that are listening.
Bielica. Bielica.
Again?
Forget it, Miliko. I give up.
Milosevic, I can pronounce that one.
Yeah.
And Milosevic with a huge push there.
It's a foul on defense on Bielica. It means free throws for Al-Khor.
So I don't get it. I mean, Milosevic was the one who pushed.
Yes,
and
but
Milko gets penalized.
The rule is you can push as long as you don't push in the midsection of a player, which means on the torso and in the belly. If you push on the side, it means the defender played wrong defense. A good defense is always you have to put yourself in the middle of the other player, so the player cannot move.
Chest and down.
Correct. If Bielica would move slightly to the left, will be offensive foul. Basketball is a game of details. So this detail is for the referee. It's very difficult, but we trust them all the time. We trust the judgment. Because if you don't trust the judgment of the referees, then
you can't trust anybody. You don't have a match.
Yeah, correct. And they're human. They will make mistakes. Everybody, all the players make mistakes. Us, we make mistakes here. Coaches make mistakes. So, but you always hope and have excellent referees that they make fewer mistakes than everybody on the court. And usually in our league, I believe they do fewer mistakes than everybody else.
62 plays at 61, well said. Plus also 3 minutes remaining on the clock in the third quarter. It's 1 point difference. Al-Shamal trailing as Warren looking to grab some points for his team. Pushes away to Kusar, standing on his own for a three-pointer. Raises up his hand, saying, "Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's me. I'm here again." 64 plays at 62. Shamal on the defense. 23, Al-Buhari. Al-Buhari, who's come out, says, "I'm ready to play. I'm ready to commit." Coach says, "Yes, you're mine. I'll take it. Thank you very much." Oh, Warren bounces away. Newbury, sorry. Qatar. Qatar finds Warren. Warren. A long push pass to Hamad. Hamad pushes it back in to Ferris. Ferris swivels, turns away. And no look pass to Kasai. Under the rim, and there it is. Adjusts his headband. 66, 62. 1:51 left on the clock. Newbury directing traffic to Naif. Naif back to Newbury. Naif pushes his way in. He swaps the position. Milesevic picks up the ball. He's got Bobo behind. It looks like he might give it to him. He does. Bobo from downtown. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Nice piece of play. The decoy play.
And the play of Bobo. 2 out of 3 3-pointers. This is a new Bobo.
It is a new Bobo.
It's a new Bobo. It's a focused Bobo. You see how after the first bad shot he did, he returned and he made all the right plays.
An intended ball to Ferris, knocked out by Milesevic. Now he finds the ball knocked out of his hands. So it's a return to Warren. Warren.
This is, we saw now how experienced and how well coached also is SHAMAL. They didn't got panicked. They make their shots. They move the ball. They gave the ball to the correct players. They scored the points they needed. Up by 5, excuse me. Then KHOR is trying to come back. They make a 3, but you still, it's a heavyweight fight, both between experience and excitement. Like Qatar has scored now the last 7 points. What you can say about this? He plays excellent.
Newbury. Bobo. Himself doesn't, not the first time. Second time he does, unsuccessful. Qatar picks up the crumbs. Warren from behind, playing with the defense. Al-Buhari not giving up, back to Salim. Salim from downtown, bounces away into the hands of Newbury now. Newbury finds himself on the other side. He was defended 1 second, scoring the next 68, plays 67. 11 seconds left on the clock, 9 seconds left on the clock. It's Salim to Hamad, Hamad to Ferris. Ferris trying to kill time. He'll go himself, he turns and comes up short. And that's the end of the third quarter, 68-67. Al-Shamal, they lead by 1 point. What a thrilling finish.
And you wouldn't be so surprised if you have heard me and trust my fans' position at the end of the second quarter.
I still think you're calling it too early.
I said already, you know, we will know at the end of the third quarter.
You're sitting on the fence for no reason.
I'm sitting on it for a good reason. What if I told it's going to be a blowout? Because it's not going to be a blowout, because we know how these teams are playing so early in the season. We know that KHOR are going to fight. We know that SHAMAL has the experience to keep them a little bit in control. So this is the outcome, 1 point difference. It was a 7-point game. It's a 1 point game. Trust the fans, not the person. Trust the fans. So if you want to see some numbers,
going with the fence. Let's talk about some stats. Give me why I should trust the fence.
Because you have Milan Milosevic with 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. You have Bobo Magasa with 16 points, and you have Naif, which is the biggest difference from the game versus Al-Sad, with 10 points and 2 rebounds. And you have Newbury with 16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. This is what KHOR was trying to do this year. They tried to share the ball. They tried to share scoring. Milosevic started, remember, 13 out of 18. Now he has 25 out of 68, which is much better, because you saw Bobo started and Naif gave 26 points from these 2 players. It's huge. On the other hand, SHAMAL. So KHOR 9 points in a row. This makes the difference from them. They had Willie Warren with 21 points. Jelica, he's on the bench with fouls. It's a problem, but Faris, Omar Hamed gives them something.
I think what you'll find now, the difference in this last quarter is going to be Faris and Qatar. Faris is starting to find his form and taking more decision making himself. KHOR, if they can hang in the first 5 minutes, I think we've got an absolute thriller towards the end.
Because also it's important for SHAMAL to keep their lead because this will give them time to have Bielsa more on the bench.
And Hamad. 3-pointers from downtown.
Excellent play from SHAMAL.
Nice, easy, soft play. Soft play.
Sharing the ball.
71-67. Newbury. 3 defenders in front of him. He goes over the top, and rightly so. Only way to do it.
You see, they're not forcing everything. This year, Jeff Newberry, under the system of Al-Khor, he's not forcing shots. He's taking what the defense will give.
Absolutely. Last year, there was a lot of panic. Every time they fell behind, there's panic. We must score. We're running out of time. We're in the third quarter. Not this year. Newbury is bringing a new, fresh talent to the team.
And now Willie Warren is showing his quality. Smart. He found Faris under the basket. He passed him inside end one. SHAMAL is always smart on reacting. Is a team that is not acting. It's not only acting, they're reacting.
73-69. Welcome to all our viewers, wherever you may be. If you've just joined us, you are watching the Qatar Men's League.
KHOR wants the players to be fresh. That's why they sub now Mohamed Naif, their MVP of the third quarter, because he wants to take some breather because it's his first game of the season. So they need him to take some
give him a break,
and then refresh and come back for the last 6-7 minutes.
Why wouldn't I leave him on for 10 minutes? I mean, he's in form. I need him right now.
Because you cannot play. This is the problem. In basketball, especially when it's your first game of the season, it's different to have good condition and different to have basketball condition. You can see somebody who is overweight and anything can run up and down the court. You see somebody thin and skinny cannot do it.
So you can say to me, you can be fit, but you're not match fit.
You're not exactly. You're not match fit. You're not basketball fit.
I got you.
It's totally different.
Got you. All right. I'm with the coach of the season then. Here we go. 73 plays 69. 8:37 on the clock. A flying shot there by Warren.
This is a mistake from Bobo. You see the inexperience. He made the foul. He jumped quickly to block him again, and then the basket counts. Okay, the basket was counting. But he could avoid the second jump because he started with a bad defense on Willie Warren. And Willie Warren took advantage of this, scored another end one. You see, it's the third end one for SHAMAL in a row, which says a lot about their experience, about how calm they face the game, how calm they're reacting in the most crucial parts of the game. They're not going to panic.
I'm glad I got you here besides me, because nobody can analyze and give us that type of information the way you do.
No, everybody can do it.
No, not everybody. Everybody watches basketball. Everybody may play basketball, but the way you analyze it, you convince me. Even though I don't believe it, you actually convince me.
Yes, but you don't believe me. You have to believe me.
Because the
fence is talking. The fence never misses.
Make sure you don't go anywhere. Straight after this match, we've got another ripper of a match. Al Rayyan, they will take on Al Gharafa. Al Rayyan coming off a loss to Al Shamal, while Al Gharafa will be playing in the first match of the league this year, immediately after this. Again, my friend Tassus elects to stay on the fence, but Al Gharafa still, I'm with you on this point. They are still the team to be.
Yes, you have to be with me. Of course you have to be with me. At
this point, I am with you.
Follow the sign.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Yeah. Follow the fence.
If you've just joined us, you are watching Al-Shamal. They are playing Al-Khor. They lead 75-69. We are coming to you live from the Qatar Basketball Federation. A new venue this year. We hope you are liking the match and the surroundings. In fact, these windows that you see, they are offices and they belong to the Qatar basketball staff. A wonderful place to work, a wonderful place to be in at the moment and watching this. The only downfall I would have to say is just the lights. And maybe because I'm losing my sight. Apart from that, it's a wonderful place.
It's one of the best facilities in the world.
I agree.
I agree.
And I love
the purpose of this
I love
facility.
The proximity of our
the best
studio and the audience to the court. I feel like I'm at an NBA mate.
Okay, now we went too far a little bit. So no, but you can have a practice of an NBA team here, and they will say it's a great facility. This is what we can say. Greek teams have these facilities, Spanish teams have facilities. Most of them, no, they don't have facilities like this. It's an excellent facility. And it's an excellent Faris who you see how smart, how the basketball IQ worked. He jumped, he saw the missing free throw, he jumped on time, nobody catch him. 4-point play for SHAMAL. Just like this, up by 8.
77-69. 8:10 left on the clock.
It's a very good defensive play. And
they're trying to call it travel. Did I hear them trying to call it travel there? Hamid finds Warren. Back to Hamid. Ahmad Hamid, the number 1 for Al-Shamal. Back to Warren. Willie Warren. Willie Warren, where did he come from?
Willie Warren has also his fair share on the NBA. He played with the LA Clippers. Then he was in Europe. He played in China for 2 years. Chinese contracts are a little on the fat side.
At the moment.
And he was now the last 2 years, the COVID situation. He was in Lebanon, we said 2019, Beirut. And then he moved around a little bit to be in shape, like in which leagues. This was a problem for American players that some leagues didn't start it or didn't continue, so they have to find places just to play. He's a top-level player, for sure, high level.
Absolutely. He adds a lot of dynamite to the team as Newberry flying high and a slam dunk. It's very wonderful to see. (77-71). Ferris. Oh, and a knockdown. Oh, almost some danger there.
You see how
Naif,
he's hustling for this defense, Naif. You see, his 2 minutes, he sat down, he came back.
With a lot of energy.
With a lot of energy.
Taking out the sponsor board.
This is exactly what his coach wanted him to do.
That's Naif we're talking about for Al-Khor. Knocked down the ball and he followed it in pursuit. As Ferris almost loses the ball. Finds Kusar. Kusar, a crossover pass to Hamid. Back to Ferris. Ferris finds Salem underneath the rim.
This is a high IQ play.
Very hard to defend Salem under the rim. 79-71, 7:10 on the clock. Newberry now. He's a jack in the box, isn't he?
And you see the difference from Faris. I have to praise him for his offensive and defensive play because Newberry dribbled, crossed him, but with his IQ, he turned and his long hands deflected the ball.
Bobo, Naif, Newberry. Looking for someone, nobody there. An overhead pass to Naif. Oh, and it's spot on from downtown. This could be the game changer. 79-74, 6:46 on the clock. Coming to you live from the QBF Stadium.
We need to check if Naif took lessons from Kostas.
He could have.
He looks like Kostas right now. He's on fire.
He's a sniper, and they are looking for him. Yes. He must do this at training a lot. As Warren flexes his bicep, tell him, hey, we're still in the match. We're still leading. We are in front. He gives his team a 2-point buffer, 81-74. And Warren run away to reply from downtown, 81-77.
Play after play from Warren, from Newberry, from Faris, from Naif. This is a great
This is a great match. I love watching this match, and I hope you are watching it and enjoying it as much as we are. Warren with a jump shot, dances away. Picked up by Ferris.
And he's always there.
Safe as the bank.
Money man.
Hey.
How different from the first half to his second half.
Yeah, and we called it. We did call it.
We said that he will change.
Ferris, we said he is going to be the game changer in this last quarter. Hamad Ali unsuccessful. The captain for Al-Khor. Ball bounces away. Hamad now. Back to Qatar. The two veterans. I shouldn't say veterans, they're still playing, but the two all-stars.
No, they're not veterans at all. In their prime
Warren.
still.
Warren to Qatar. Dummies. Pushes his way through. A nice layup. And he's there. And he's there. And he takes a somersault on the ground and says, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And we said that he's a big name on his own right.
He's a hustler. Right. He is dynamite tonight.
You see now the option, what SHAMAL is doing. Now they double the ball in the shooters and in Milosevic, and they give to Ali the option to shoot. They risk, but so far they're awarded because Ali hasn't made the two easy.
Absolutely. They're leaving Ali open. As professional and as skilled as he is, they see him maybe he has less chance of scoring than the others. So they leave him open and marking all the top players. Like Milicevic and Bobo, giving him no breathing space. Now with the timeout, it's Newbury talking to the referees in the middle, asking for some clarification. $85-77. What have you got for us, Tassos?
It's always nice to see, this year there is no Araxi, but there is Willie Warren. Emir is not playing, which is a huge deficit for SHAMAL, but you see how Faris is productive. And Emir is not there. Amara, with all his experience, he will give you. And then comes Omar, Hamed on the defense. Then you have Kosar on offense and on defense. This is a team that knows how to play basketball, and they know how to win games, close games. So now the question goes to KHOR. Can you come back again one more time? And this is the question now for the younger players to step up. Because Newberry does his job, Milosevic is doing his job, and now Bobo, Naif, the other kids, who's going to use Coach Hafez's, they need to make something. Defensively and offensively. This is the case. You see how, for example, we speak about Faris. Faris now has 11 points, which is 10 in the last, yes, and 10 in the last 8 minutes. This is change. Like Naif produced points from Ali needs to step up. He needed to step up. I mean, from his quality, these 2 3-point shots.
Ali needs, but Ali, in saying that, Ali is leading great, pushing his team to the degree that they should be pushed, keeping them in the game. 85-87, Warren.
This is basketball, Milosevic played excellent defense, the best defense he could. And he pushed Warren how hard he could. But in basketball, always the offensive player will have the advantage because he has the initiative.
You see Al-Kuwari back on, trying to add a bit of spark to the Al-Khor team. He replaces his captain, Muhammad Ali.
This is a player, number 8, Milosevic. His huge career in Europe, diving on the floor to save
himself off the ground. I saw that.
This is
the determination, the spirit.
When you bring import players, this is textbook. You see, you need players like this to teach, not only to produce you 20 points, 10 points, but to produce the things that maybe you will not see on the statistics sheet, like jumping, like fighting, screaming, go to the court, do whatever needs to win. This is what you need in an import player. You just don't need somebody going to show off, dunk the ball, and at the end will not produce anything.
He must work. He must show the desperation. He must sweat.
He must show to Bobo that this is how you can make a long career.
And Milicevic certainly showed that, sweeping, throwing himself onto the ball, onto the ground, desperate to keep possession, but he didn't get his call as Al-Shamal found themselves ready to score some more points through Hamad. First one successful.
Excellent game for him also. Such a quiet but fundamentally sound game on defense and on offense. Nothing, everything he does is on purpose. Everything follows what he needs to do according to the plan of coach.
And the second shot by Hamad there also successful. 89-79, 3:36 left on the clock. Make sure you join us.
The next 2 possessions from Al-Khor is the game.
Make sure you join us after this match for the Al Rayyan Al-Khor. A nice push pass there by Newbury. The ball is now in the hands of Milicevic. Lecovic, unsuccessful rebound of Bobo, not the first time, second time comes through.
This is athleticism 100%. I mean, how he has these two jumps in a row, this is pure athleticism, and he done a great job also in this game. KHOR is fighting. But
they're fighting physically as well as Al-Kuwari is being pinched.
This is a wrong foul. That's what coach says to Al-Kuwari. Gives chance for 2 easy points to SHAMAL.
And not the right time to give them any
easy points. No.
89-81.
Kuwari didn't show that his team, which is normal, that his team has already 5 fouls, which means the result to 2 free throws in any foul.
Make sure you join us after this match as we present to you the Al Rayyan Al Gharafa match. It should be a thriller
between 2 legendary for high school and college basketball point guards, Mika Bongo for Rayyan and Dixon from Gharafa. Mike Dixon. These players had made the name in American basketball during high school and college years. They didn't make it to the NBA, but they were very close, and they have. If you tell their name in basketball, people will say yes. Mika Bongo was in Texas, or Mike Dixon, who used to be a legend for his college. It's going to be a great matchup.
Dixon was phenomenal in the Qatar Cup.
He
started just about every match for the Rafa team.
Hopefully, in the next game that we'll play, we'll see Miho Haracic, we'll see Abdurrahman Saad healthy, both of them. I'm telling you, Gharafa has won everything, and they're still the team to beat. Now, Rayyan have something to prove because they finished last at the previous year, and it's not where they are. They don't belong there. They know this. This is the blue chip of Qatar basketball, and they know they work hard for this to change. They bring a new coach, they bring a new system. They try to help also the younger guys. Rayyan will be different this year.
91 plays 81, 3:09 left on the clock. You are watching Qatar Basketball Federation's Men's League. 91-81 Al-Shamal, they lead by 10 points.
How many possessions are important? The next two?
Next two.
One they make basket. If they make also basket, maybe we'll have a game. If they will not score now, I think SHAMAL will going to take it.
Still sitting on the fence?
No, I'm jumping.
3 minutes left.
I'm crawling down the fence slowly.
Nobody wants to listen to the new guy.
So if KHOR will not score now, yes, it's going to be.
I'm just a gambler, you know what I mean? I like to call it early.
Okay.
But that's what makes it so exciting.
Yes.
Anyway, as we continue with our coverage, coming to you live from the Qatar Basketball Federation, it is KHOR with the ball through Newbury. Newbury, a turn and swivel. He finds Kuwari. Who is it? Al-Bahar.
Al-Bahari.
I mixed him up with Kuwari then. Al-Bahari. Please forgive me, my friend, at number 23. A nice shot from downtown. Narrows the score, 91-84. And now he finds him defending, but he couldn't.
What a pass from Willie Warren to Milko Bielica. What a pass.
Way above his head, and it was too high. And what a pickup by Milko. 93-84. Newbury tries to push it through. Almost intercepted by the number 8 Warren.
Let's see also if SHAMAL will continue to give a chance to one player of KHOR. Like Al-Bukhari will have another chance.
Al-Bukhari, and it's there! Raises his hands.
And it's a 2-point, not a 3-point play. It's a 2-point shot. But he made it.
I got confused there. 93-86. 2 minutes on the clock. This is the final quarter. Al-Shamal, Milko. Wow.
He's a player from EuroLeague. And even with his fouls, he's still one of the best players that ever played in Doha.
Newbury. Knocked out by Warren.
A revenge play from Willie Warren. He blocked him when, like Jeff Newberry blocked him in the first half. He blocked him.
Got him back.
And
But he's been penalized for it.
Yes. No, it's a foul after the play on the rebound. So it's 2 free throws for Milosevic.
Milosevic bounces away. His first attempt. Second attempt also bounces away. Very crucial time here for the Al-Khor team.
And it's normal because he has scored 25 points, 26 points, 13 rebounds. He played offense, defense. It's normal for him.
You have a man of the match yet?
The guy who's dribbling right now.
Talking about Warren.
Yep.
Warren, what's Warren's statistics so far?
He has 25 points, 29 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists.
And still 1:10 left on the clock.
Yep.
96 plays 88. Al-Buhari comes in for the defense. Almost got it. Chasing. Ferris pops it back to Hamid. Hamid to Milko. Milko to Warren. Warren pushes back. Underneath. Too many defenders there.
Hey, Bobo, great
Milosevic,
defense.
Bobo. Warren, all there. Warren now. His hands are being slapped and the ball knocked out. What's the referee's call?
It's great defenses from Bobo to Warren. Warren was a little bit, from his experience, he got a bit faster than he should. He didn't play with the clock, as they say. And great defense for Hamid, like all game long.
Milosevic.
Strong, very good defense, very good play now from KHOR, but also good reaction from SHAMAL. They didn't give him the easy basket. They invite him to make the free throws. Free throws. Not shots. From the charity stripe, as they say. And not an easy layup. It's a statement from SHAMAL that you will not have anything easy.
They're not giving anything for free tonight. Milosevic, this time successful with his first free throw and his second free throw. And a timeout with 50 seconds left on the clock. 96 plays at 90. Anybody's match?
No. You see?
The fence is finally called.
I called it already.
Called.
Since you come from, even with this effort from Al-Khor, it's a 6-point game with SHAMAL handling the ball and have all the experience of the Qatar League in their hands. I mean, it will be a suicide if they cannot at least keep the ball for the 24 seconds that they have. But it was a mistake previously we noted. For example, and this mistake results from tiresome. Coach Hassan wanted Warren to dribble the clock.
So and is this what they're going to do as soon as they come out now?
I think they will do like this. And depends also how KHOR will react. They will make a full court press, like press from under the basket. They want to foul to stop the clock and push SHAMAL to make free throws. Depends. Normally, there is time. There is time for Al-Khor to play some hard defense. No foul.
So let's talk about. Let's go through the time. If they hold on for 20 seconds.
24 seconds.
24 seconds. They score minimum 2 points.
It's over.
98.
Yes.
So then they've got 40 seconds.
Then you have 20.
So Al-Khor will need
26,
to score
26
times or 4 times.
They need to steal the ball in 26 seconds to do everything now.
So it's impossible.
No, it's impossible.
So if
interesting choice from Coach Hassan, he moved the ball to 14 seconds in the front court, which gives less time to SHAMAL, but give them the chance to organize their play better. So it's an interesting choice from SHAMAL, and at the end, the
good
most
play in attack and defense.
And the most important is the result. They got the foul they wanted, 2 free throws with their best player of the night. And they spend also 9 seconds, which is also very important for the game.
So Warren, so this will definitely put the game out of contention for the Al-Khor club.
He will ice the game with. Still, there is time. Look, We have seen everything in basketball.
No
You can steal
time.
the ball.
There's no time.
The thing
Get
is
off
that
the fence. There's no time.
which team you have to face. In
97.
SHAMAL that they know the situation. They will not give you the ball like, okay, take the ball from the inbound pass.
Al-Khor will come out flying. They'll take a shot. They'll either get it or lose it. Al-Shamal will get the ball. They'll control it. They'll kill another 24 seconds. And that will bring us towards the last 20 seconds of the game. There you go.
Great
exactly like I told you. As Warren brings it out, there's nobody home. He's looking to score rather than to run and dribble the ball. Milko, he takes advantage of that. 100. They've reached this century. Good plays at 90.
And this is the level of Willie Warren and Miliko Bielica. You see how Warren dribbled the ball. He avoided the double teams. He finds him. And Miliko Bielica, with his great style, he's going to finish and going to end the game in a positive note.
So,
but Al-Khor,
but they had that option.
There are a lot of things to be happy about this tonight. Also tonight.
Definitely.
They played hard against Al-Sadd. They were close to win it. Today they fought until the last 1 minute. This is a team that's coming back.
So 100 points. Plays at 90, 10-point difference with 27 seconds left on the clock between Al-Shamal and Al-Khor. Al-Shamal dominating the last quarter, I would say. The third quarter was a tit for tat, as were the first two quarters. The third quarter and the last quarter was where Al-Shamal have run away with it, and in particular the last 3 minutes of the match. Up until then, it was anybody's match. As Buhari finds Newbury and underpass to Bobo.
This is something that the defense of SHAMAL didn't allow Newbury the fourth quarter to give the ball inside to Bobo. It's the first time that they give him the ball. But you see how still Al-Khor is fighting. They show that they want to try. They will not leave the game. This is excellent game from Al-Khor. I mean, of course, you are playing to win, 100%.
Absolutely.
But there are cases like this, like these two games from Al-Khor so far, that it's so positive that they can build on this.
And SHAMAL also,
SHAMAL
are not giving up even in the last 20 seconds. They want to score more points.
They don't
want to spend.
SHAMAL are winners. They have won titles. They have won league titles, cup titles. Their players have millions of contracts in Europe or in China, and with huge experience in Doha. This is a team that will never give up.
So 102 plays at 92. How many points now for Warren, our man of the match?
Warren is now with 33 points.
33. What is the other statistics?
Now Ali makes now the three that it was missing. He has 10 assists and 5 rebounds.
Oh, and a flying jump shot from Newbury. What a nice way to end the match. And couldn't have happened to a better player. Great points. 102 plays at 97.
And as we said, nobody gave up, and it was a great game to the last second.
That's the first of tonight's games between Al-Shamal and Al-Khor. Al-Shamal winning 102 to 97. Please do not go anywhere as our broadcast continues very shortly with Willie Warren, the man of the match. And we'll also be following that with the next match between Al-Rayyan and Al-Gharafa. Please don't go anywhere as we try to get hold of the man of the match.
He passed through you.
Did he really already?
Yeah. So can we take a timeout?
Yeah, let's take a timeout, and we'll be back in 10 minutes.